Shalom, viewers of Mission and Ministry Sylvester. Thank you very much for joining our very channel, this most wonderful, most holy channel, Virgins and Most Heavenly Virgins channel, and the Angels, the Archangels channel. There's one thing in common right now. I don't want to break the news straight away without wasting any time. But let's try first to see if everything is in order. I want to really demonstrate one thing over this line universally because we seek authority from the authority of the heavens, we seek authority from the authority of space. Because how wide the space is also determines and also really needs you someone to understand what we truly broadcasting right now. Here is Mission and Ministry Sylvester. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, go live, hit on the subscribe button at Mission and Ministry Sylvester or Sky Slide TV. You can search any of these and still get through. I really welcome you to this host of angels, host of spirit, host of wisdom, knowledge, understanding, manifestation, all truth with truth. Now, I want to celebrate the life of someone today. Here, let's take a look of something here. We know that you have to know some of these reasons. The angels that really walk your life in and walk through your life, and those angels whose presence you also walk in day and night. Sometimes they decide to show you, they decide to present themselves to you in your sleep or in your imagination, or yes, still your business. They may have also, come through a business that you really go through or you perform or a business you run. So if there was any angel, if there's any true angel, Rihanna is one of the places, birth of Rihanna and his birthday or my birthday. Like Rihanna and I, we got something really important to tell. I'm going to talk about Angel Michael or Saint Michael because in Nkonya or from our side, we have Saint Michael. And Rihanna's birthplace have that, yeah, there's something in common, really something, great connection right now. And I want to really tell you about rulers right now. So what do we mean about rulers? If you know yourself and uncover yourself, what you are, and you display what you are to the whole world, you have no judgment. We have been judged already, and even we ourselves, our thoughts have judged us in most real cases, in most real times. Do you ever wonder why Rihanna should be on the screen or television, search and cry out? Because there's a passion. There's a kind of lifestyle that should be expecting something, a change. But of course, what changes it? Let me just tell you about this news. There is something you don't know. Today is Sunday. Rihanna really got a new birth. And so I want to tell you about the new birth of Rihanna. Are you also one that celebrates a day that should be of a day born of an angel or the Holy Spirit as a person living? Are you also going to have one of these truths? Are you going to have an evidence? Who is your witness? Of course, if there isn't anyone, the church cannot even save you in everything, no way. Every day is Sunday. You don't understand one thing, but I wish that you understand so that Sunday will not only remain Sunday if you don't know that any other day, no matter what it is called, it's still Sunday. Let me show you what I have on my screen right now. We're going to talk about the name Rihanna. And today, Rihanna just turned 34. And the Archangel is also 34. The Holy One is still 34. So the one who took it to the world and sing loud the side, the inner part of that very flesh, and present it practically to the world to know that there was no way you could hide such things without the Lord knowing it. But if there was any truth, she did it. She nailed it all until now, until recently, she turned 34. And the angel itself was born in January and Rihanna born in February. You got a real strong relationship right here. So Rihanna is already my love. We are kings, we are rulers, and this is who we are. You may look at her to be the wealth. Of course, you know that it is the woman that have the wealth. But you know who rewarded that wealth? The possession of wealth was given from that archangel who has love. That's why God has a kind of relationship with the women, because he that created the women. Why would he choose to hate them or love them? It means there's a kind of closer work. There's a secret that you don't know. So as human, because you don't know, secret of secret, that's why some of those things just become a challenge. You don't even know what you got to say. Now let's take a cook of this right now. Rihanna is going to be celebrating this joy because today is Sunday. This birth is a whole generation birth for Rihanna. Rihanna lived a life. You know she's good. You know she's giving. You know she has everything, like she goes through everything like a human being does. So whether you understand her portion as an angel or a goddess or a god or an angel, yours is to only follow because you don't know. That's why you have to follow. She being the leader, she took it to herself to that level and had to do it, and she made it. So until recently, let's just take it very serious. The church hate every good thing because they are under law. That law alone is what? Giving them an opportunity to learn more, to go outside the box of what? Being under law. There are some group of people in this world who would never be under what? Law, because it is written. Not everyone falls short to the glory of God, I'm telling you. It is written that you are that person, the same person that falls short to the glory of God. But that has nothing to do with holy person. The law issue has nothing to do with a righteous person. If you don't know, I'm telling you. If you already know what we are talking to you about, it won't be anything that you have to ponder over, but you just grab or tap into it right now. Because I'm speaking from the most holy and holy anointed day of this day, as born on Sunday. Sunday. You know, another thing that I would like to make known to you, somebody, is that Rihanna's birth resulted in the 20th, in the 20s. Like, it was not anything different from what I'm saying. That has a walking, closer walk with the Spirit of God or the Spirit of truth. You are only seeing this in Isaiah 45 verse 7 says that the Lord himself formed the light. He makes evil. He creates darkness. He makes all these things. He, the Lord, made it. So he chooses to give peace to whom he will, and chooses to also what? Describe himself how, whichever condition or situation that fits the day. Because I told you always that Sunday is Sunday, always Sunday, every day is Sunday. Because you have been told that not everyone understands. So you don't understand. Some of you have been taken by surprise of the same way how you appear. And that's it. The church hate every good thing about the Lord. You hate entertainment. Then you wish to have happiness. It is not going to work out. Let's display one thing here because you and I are witnesses to this day. There's the picture. Look at Rihanna in the picture, in the very side of this picture. Maybe you have a knowledge about Rihanna. You might have heard about her. Look at the same person on the next side too. The saint, the angel. The angel who is testifying about Rihanna is the same person on the shot or the screen. The church can boast, say whatever, but they don't know the business of God. Those who came creating. Rihanna is an artist. Your pastor is not an artist. Your prophet is not an artist. So already they are all out of the situation of life. Rihanna is a businesswoman. Sylvester here has been that person and he's a businesswoman. That's why I'm still carrying it. The same woman you see outside of my body is the same woman inside of my body you don't know. So that it takes only love to communicate this distance to the world. I wouldn't spend so much time on this conversation because you are already aware of what is happening. But the news you don't have is what I'm telling you now. She just turned 30. How is January far from February? How is February so distant away from what? January. Yet, if you look at it in the view or just look at it in that perspective of distance, calculation, or suffering, Rihanna is so close that she need nobody to even be the husband that the one who is testifying about her or her. Because I show this power, presence, love. Love is what I'm saying. It's everything. You don't even know the birth or the name Rihanna has something to do with the Bible you hold. Yeah, the Bible is against this name because of what she does. And you being a pastor, we don't see the name of pastor even in the Bible. There's no name of a pastor in the Bible. I'm telling you. If you find Bible having pastor's name, it means that it is of this day. It's now a generation that have included pastor because from the beginning we don't have any pastor. Show me from that time if Abraham was a pastor. He wasn't a pastor. Show me if Jesus was a pastor. He wasn't. But when you look for whatever you are today, we have all of these things in them those days living. Look at Rihanna. Rihanna living in the western side of this globe. And look at her. She grows up and she's looking this way. And the angel who has been also and is still in the wilderness here in Africa, Ghana, Accra to be precise. Look at me also in the scene. Look at the pictures right here. Who do you think has done so well? But the angel knows who has done well. Look at the eye of Rihanna. Just look at it. Take a look at the eye of Rihanna. Take a look at it. Now, what you need in the face of Rihanna that you can find it also in that angel who is taking, like he's taking you and drawing you close to that person. We'll be looking more closer shots of Rihanna in the picture, and because it's real good. Now, take a look at the angel's voice. The angel in this very side. The angel from you. The angel to be presentable. Angel that stand before judgment because we have been judged already. So that if you judge me every day, you know that it is this person that will stand before judgment. That's why you judge us always. So that we are stronger. We build ourselves in whatever situation you may find us because you wish that we didn't have anything or we didn't become anybody. I will be speaking our language. Our language is well understood and taken by those who really hear them. And they take it so serious. Look, what nose do you need? Is there a nose of Rihanna or a nose of Sylvester here? Even my nose lights up. You can see that. Is it an eyebrow? Look at this. This is a polished face, a highly smoothed face. But I have nothing covering my face because even if before I sit before my channel, I don't make anything. But to tell you that it is for this reason we try to cover certain things to look good, then it is beautiful to see the Lord in that way. Of course, a woman should be a woman when you try to say a woman. Then let a woman be a woman so that her hair carries her and covers her. And that's the beauty of the Lord. Quickly, let me display another picture. You might want to see something else because I am testifying of Rihanna. I'm testifying of Rihanna and about Rihanna and her generation because Rihanna has lived a whole generation and that generation needs to testify. Yeah, every good thing must go back to where it came from because it will not go waste. Because waste knows that they created nothing, so it's obviously waste. And so I wouldn't take my time to tell you about wasted things, things that don't give life. Your pastors don't give life, so I don't go there to talk about them. Yet, if I need to make a reference to anything, it is the books or the pastors or those so-called churches that we're going to talk about. Yes. Now, take another look of this picture. I just want you to look at something. Rihanna at 34, and then Sylvester at 34. Do you know why I'm making all this comparison? Because she deserves it. Rihanna is the righteous person in the sight of the Lord, in the sight of the angel. For those who claim church and have boasted in the name of Christ, have no Christ in them. Because they have no good. Yet Jesus Christ, as is written, the same guidance that they may have been using, or that might have followed, did say to them, look, unless your righteousness surpasses that of the scribe and the Pharisees, that you will have no condition to enter heaven. So if Rihanna has at least any side of her side as good, I would take that good into consideration. Because if the church could not give me food to eat, then what shows that I am an angel to the church? I am not. I am an angel to the world, so that I am a light to the world. Not those who are close to me, not those who are close by. I sponsor the church and even show the church the kind of love that is unconditional. Yet they themselves distance themselves far away and kind of reject the image of the true living spirit of my living. Who will be testified about Rihanna? Look, is it a pastor or a prophet? He doesn't know anything about Rihanna. But I have Rihanna already in my life. You don't know what I'm saying. Rihanna could sing for you to like this. Rihanna could sing an emotion for you to see it in reality. Rihanna could act the dark side of the world for you to see it. That is a real vision. Rihanna gives you true visions. Rihanna is not giving you dreams. So that when you go out there and you are having a bed or sleeping time with someone else, a spirit, that's not what Rihanna is showing you. Rihanna shows you the dark side of something. Rihanna tries to identify between the good and the evil. I am, and she is, because she's a ruler. If you had not known the name and meaning of the score Rihanna, look, every name was given to you by an artist and spirit, and the spirit is the artist. The artist is this. Just look at me. Look at me in a very wonderful way, special type of way. I just turned 34 in January. Based on my Christ mission, I'm telling you of all fact and every reason why we have been betrayed, why nobody can betray us too, because we still live. We are making sure we live and make all things work better for us. Rihanna had to beat all this and only be pregnant because it is unconditional love. I am the same person. You don't understand what I'm saying. The love at a distance is what I'm showing you right now. So that she could win it and 1034. Wow, she has completed her mission. I'm telling you completely, everyone. Your angel, the angel of the church, could not testify of me to the church so that the church betrays. The church is already a shrine, so I'm going to talk about it. If Rihanna hears my voice, she knows who is talking already. I communicate love with her. That's why she could have this emotions, feeling of being betrayed by his own kind. But that's not true. There is a love, a real love that talks about this reality. So that even if you have been hated by your own family or blood group, you have not lost anything yet. Because the Lord, that day, your final days to graduate, Rihanna graduates today. And she's out of this world and she's going to live in a different way because her birthday that only coincidentally, you don't know that the Lord predestined this day, this birthday. So that when that 34 result, you will see her change because that angel will testify of her. Rihanna was born somewhere that was named after Saint Michael. I don't know whether you know what I'm saying. I am from my birth. Of course, in Daniel chapter 12, verse 3, let's take a close reading from that side. Let's take a close reading before I move. So let's read Daniel chapter 12. Let's look at Daniel chapter 12. Let's take a simple understanding of what Daniel chapter 12 is saying. So that if you had anyone called Rihanna and you have someone called Sylvester, just look at the name, the two names, and the meaning of this name. So that if you have a new birth, this new birth should have only been given to you if it was predestined that you one day see the 34. Because that's a whole generation. Now let's see. Let me show you Daniel chapter 12, verse 1. I'm just trying to make a word clear to you. The church that they betray you. I'm not going to be mentioning churches here because what we are doing right now, Rihanna at 34 and Sylvester at 34, has nothing to do with the church. That's why they could carry the dollars to buy a whole church. The church is a shrine, it's a rock, and we don't need rock. You can't fashion rock. But if there's any beauty of the rock, then it's an artist that can fashion it. Well, I'm an artist, so I testify of whom it is given to be testifying about. Now listen. He said, Daniel chapter 12, verse 1 says, and at that time shall Michael stand up. You know why I mentioned Michael? Because Rihanna was born from a community or an area that is Saint Michael. So already her birth is complete. In my conversation right now, the husband of Rihanna is seated somewhere. The love of Rihanna is seated somewhere. Like I'm saying this. You know that the one who testifies of you is that husband. You don't know. The Lord, the way maker, is the Lord that is a husband indeed. So in all things, I tell you, I testify that this is the reason why all this should result in the same year, the same time. But you know, Rihanna wasn't just a kid. Now let's continue reading. He says, listen, the great prince. So in the short, or in the screen, or on the screen, what you perceive. If you need to see a prince, you don't need anyone different. Having no symbol or signs of being a prince to be a prince. But listen, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. So who is it now? So it means that this angel is talking about someone's birth. Someone's birth. So it's already birth. So Rihanna's 34 already completes a mission in my life right now. Now I read on. And says that, and there shall be a time of trouble. So you know that Rihanna has gone through troubles already. And myself, I've gone through, trouble over troubles. I said, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. I hope you understand what this readings. So we have gone through the hell in life whilst living as flesh and human. That the Lord knows it's impossible for a man to suffer it, but it shall be. So if a woman suffers the same, you know that it is not birth of culture. It is not culture we are telling you about here. It's about after everything has gone to an end, you will know that person will come and testify about somebody. Now let's read on. So it is written. It says, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. So Rihanna's name already written in the book of the lambs, the angels, because she was born in that side, a place that I show you. I mentioned that name. I don't want to come so much into details to try to show you what I'm saying. If you were never born of a place of an angel, Michael being the strongest as you were told, I cannot come here to tell you about Michael. I cannot tell you about anybody. But Rihanna having her birth over there suit the situation right now. And myself, if I was also someone overthrown like a fallen angel, I wouldn't have any right to even speak about what I'm saying. But I'm talking of the book of life. So this is a new birth. So she has a name. Rihanna having her name written in a new book right now. Let me introduce myself as Rihanna right now. And you could hear how the feeling of Rihanna is in the book of life, or the book where the angels that redeemed could be talking about. We were not born of a dust, so I can tell you, I am not a dust. Now let's go straight to verse 3. Now verse 3 says that, and that, listen very well, somebody. And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament. So whatever is covering my head is as bright and beauty and as fashioned as the Lord himself. So that in Rihanna's songs, you don't listen to the lyrics, the songs that she may be singing to you, you don't understand it, or because you don't have English in your very book, you cherish your language than anyone speaking or trying to communicate idea to you. Because Rihanna was not born of you, you don't have to respect. That's probably why. But she's a little ruler. If you don't know, that's why she made it to that top level. You don't know. You have no idea what she's gone through, like living. So if you can't find a firmament covering my head, then I tell you somebody on the screen, here it is. There's a firmament. We can say it is. So she's shining so that that firmament shining upon Rihanna should come and testify about it. That's a true testimony. We are not dead. If this thing should not happen, you have yourself to blame. Now, you're going to put all the blames on us, innocent ones. You're going to blame us for your trouble. Now, one thing I'll set in quickly is this. When you were not there, you know that Adam did not give it to you, Eve did not give it to you. But anytime you find yourself in trouble, you say it is the sin of Adam. So that sin had from the beginning existed, so that you want to sin, you said it's Adam. You want to sin, you said it's Jesus. You want to sin, anytime you want to have double sin, then you say Jesus will wipe it away for you. It's never going to work out. Jesus is not right here to tell you this. Jesus is telling you about a kind of mystery that is untold. Now we are telling you the reality of those mysteries. If you were never born from such a birth, like you didn't have it, I don't tell you about it. Read on quickly. It says, and they that be wise shall shine as brightness of the firmament. So Rihanna have a song that says shine bright and sunshine and all of that. You go there and you find this words written. So that if you bring it into the Bible, you'll find it all over there. So that if she's talking about the glory, the love that has connected unconditionally from this distance to that place. Wow, what a love. She knows the one who truly loves her. Yes, we'll be talking about another thing right now. Now it says, and they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever. So you see, Rihanna turn you to a star that is bright. Shine bright like a diamond. So she's always on that path telling you something. You don't understand the Bible, people. You don't know the power. So those who came with the visions to tell you about it, look, what an eye do you need in my eyes and in my sight or in my face that you don't see it as a woman right before you. Check in. Where is Rihanna and where is myself? Look at it well, somebody, because maybe the Bible is deceiving you or the pastor is deceiving himself. What is it? What is it? Whatever you didn't understand is what people came to this world doing, trying to tell you. Let's take a closer picture, more picture of Rihanna right now, because I've just finished with this. Now I have yet another thing to talk about. Let's try it quickly, somebody, because it's about Rihanna and myself, the Archangel Michael. So I'm talking to you about Michael, the Archangel, so that if you were never predestined to sing such a day, it will never also be given to you. Hold on, someone. I try to humble myself because I've had a lot. I've done a lot today. It is more than prophecy. So it says, for we take time to do something. And when that thing is here, you cannot think otherwise. Try to pull it down, it won't work out. So if I wasn't that beautiful, handsome, or if I wasn't the fashion, or if the Lord wasn't what he was or what he claims, who should be talking to you about fashion? When we talk about fashion, you're against it. But when you go into the Bible, it is fashion. He said, the Lord who fashioned you. So if you don't want to be beautiful, you go and take another thing that gives you that meaning to what you are or your situation. If I am poor, I will never also boast in that poverty because I am not poor. I'm talking to you about someone who is rich, important person in my life. So that the Lord of heaven, the angel of this life, Beth, will testify to my work and about this love. Look at it. There's a kind of love we are talking about right now. You have no idea what this love is about. Let's go read quickly. Um, this is Daniel. Okay, so we're gonna probably read Romans chapter 8, verse 39. Let's quickly take that. Now it says there was a meaning to what is here, but I'm just gonna cut something short and go back quickly to a point that I'm trying to make here. Now it says, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature. Listen, somebody. Shall be able to separate us from the love of God. Already, before anything, it is love. So at the distance, if Rihanna senses, of course, that there is a love unconditional that came her way, not by the person that she's probably living with, but I'm telling you how unconditional it is that I'm speaking of something. So that this love exists, but you don't see it. So that it says, which is in Christ Jesus our Lord. It says Jesus. Then, who is Jesus to you? Is Jesus found in the church of harlots? No, I don't think so. If you only say Jesus is found in the church, so that as for you, when you go and sin and you ask for forgiveness and Jesus